Namaste students, myself JB and Dr. Arun Singh, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. I welcome to all of you in my digital class MEd third semester. We will discuss the topic difference between criterion reference test and norms reference test. Okay, different types of test: norms reference test and criterion reference test. Firstly, norms reference test measure global language abilities and compare students' performance to other. Second one, criterion reference test measure specific instructional objectives and compares students' performance to a specific criterions. Norms reference test and criterion reference test. Administrators and criterions teachers. Norms reference test proficiency tests and criterion reference test achievement test. Norms reference test is a percentile and criterion reference test are percentage. Norms reference test is normal distribution and criterion reference test is criterion distributions, that is objectives and standards. Okay, difference between norms reference test and criterion reference test: types of interpretations, types of measurements, purpose of testing, distributions of score and test structures, and last one, knowledge of questions. Firstly, describe as types of interpretations. Types of interpretations: norms reference test relative, and it means student performance is compared to those of other students in percentile terms. Okay, but criterion reference test is absolutes and students performance is compared to the percentage of material learned. Okay, next, types of measurements. Norms reference test measures generally language abilities or proficiency, and criterion reference test measured specific objectives based language points. Purpose of testing: norms reference test spreading students out along a continuum of general abilities or proficiency, but criterion reference test assessing the amount of materials learned by each student. Distribution of scores. Norms reference test normal distributions of scores around the mean, but criterion reference tests varies, often normal non-normal. Test structures. Norms reference test a few long subtests with a variety of item contents, and criterion reference test a series of short well defined subtests with similar item contents. Knowledge and of questions. Norms reference test students have no idea about the contents in test items, but criterion reference test students know exactly what content to expect in test items. Okay, matching test to decision purpose. Basic decisions, proficiency decisions, placements, achievements and diagnostic. And next, decision purpose, program level, classroom level. Okay, program level decisions divided into two steps: program level proficiency decisions and program level placement decisions, and others classroom level decisions are classified into two categories: classroom level achievement decisions and classroom level diagnostic decisions. Okay. Next, a single test to fulfill all test functions. There is no single test that can fulfill all four functions of proficiency, placements, achievements, and diagnostics, because the range of ability tested, why the four types of tests are very different. The contents varies in each type of test. Okay. Difference in the range and abilities. Norms reference test, proficiency tests measures a very wide range of abilities. For examples, TOEFL's measures from virtually no English to native-like abilities. Placement tests are very different in the range of abilities they assess depending on the abilities and handled by the particular institutions involved. So the range of such tests is much narrower than TOEFL's. Then neither a TOEFL's test can be used for placement decision nor a placement test for TOEFL's. Difference in variety of contents of a proficiency test covers the whole range of content type and ability levels covered across many institutions. Second, contents of a placement test, on the contrary, should be more narrowed to meet the need of one specific institutions. And next, contents in diagnostic or achievement test should also be even more narrowly defined to reflect the exact contents of the course as expressed in objectives for that course. Okay. Thank you, students.